Hey guys, it's Nathan here. So today is going to be a little bit of a different video. I wanted to kind of do a video. I woke up this morning and for those of you who don't know, I started a channel in 2015 before this one, and I finally looked and it was connected to at that time, my school email. Um, and now that I've graduated, it finally got deleted. So I kind of want to just take this opportunity to explain what compelled me to do YouTube, and beyond that, why I do YouTube. Because I've talked about my experiences on YouTube, and I think that it's important for me as a low-level content creator to explain why I do what I do. So, the main premise of this video starting is why I got into YouTube. And to be perfectly honest, the reason I got into YouTube was, I was in 6th grade. I was, 10, 12, or 11, 12 years old. I was a skinny little kid from McPherson, Kansas, and I don't really know how else to put that. Did not do I did what I did because I guess I just wanted to share my whatever. I don't even remember the exact reason, but I do remember that one of my dreams at that point was to become a famous YouTuber. At that point, I was watching people like Stampy, the Minecraft YouTuber Stampy Longhead, or Stampy Longnose, whatever you want to call him. I was watching, Evan from Evan2HD. I was watching a lot of people, and I thought maybe that's what I could do. And it's kind of like my interests have morphed, of course, from 6th grade to now. Because I started my first channel, I got on my first channel in 2015. So, yeah. And it was it was a humbling experience to look back on it. And part of the reason for that is because I don't know. I tried to replicate a lot of the ideas that other people have had and copy them because they were successful, so why couldn't I be? And maybe that was just my 6th grade brain going, if other people can do it, I can do it too, which did not bode well it was okay. I mean, at my peak, I had like 100 and something subscribers. That's all on that channel. And it was fun. It really was. And it was a hobby that I really enjoyed doing. But as I got older, and specifically middle school was kind of low quality videos throughout. And keep in mind, I started that channel on a $50 Hisense tablet and an iPhone 4. So I was doing all of that stuff on an iPhone 4 and a Hisense tablet. And then between a year and 2 years later, I got I don't even remember what it was. I might have started the channel. I got a really, really cheap, like a $30 ZTE phone, and that's one of the videos that I did was talking about if it was the best budget phone. And it was my first Android smartphone. And then I got an LG Rebel, and then my love of tech came from there. Now, keep in mind, that is really not what my channel is anymore. It's kind of a bunch of miscellaneous things. Nerf, Lego, tech. And since then, I've had many, many, many phones. In fact, I started the channel on an iPhone 4, and what am I recording on right now? I'm recording on a iPhone 13 Pro. Because, iPhone 4s suck, so... I started on an iPhone 4S, and now I'm at a 13 Pro, and I've been filming on my smartphone since I started. It's either a smartphone or my iPad now, or my tablet that I had, the $50 Hisense tablet. And it was actually a really fun experience to be like on YouTube and to be making content. But I look back, and through the lens of the stuff that I do now, I see I don't see why anyone watched that, and I don't see why I thought it was okay to create that kind of content, because it was just so cringy and so horrible. But then again, that's what happens when you look at yourself through the specs, or through your vision of you now. And I think that's what really is interesting to me. And I started in 2015, like I said, on the basis of I just wanted to pursue my interest, and I wanted to become a famous YouTuber, which first of all is not the right mentality for someone who wants to become a YouTuber. I've kind of changed gears on that point. You shouldn't try to become a YouTuber because you want to be famous. That's not how it works. And I think that the more people who go into YouTube realizing that, the more the platform will go better, and the more people who will stop trying to chase trends and just do their own thing. And I'm gonna get off my soapbox here, because I love the community as a whole. Now, there are absolutely the assholes. Of course there are. But there are also people who are amazing, and I wanted to be like them. I mean, Jack's Films, Jack Douglas, has been one of my favorite YouTubers since I started. And I actually can't even remember when I subscribed to him, but I think it was sometime in 2016. So I think that in terms of just videos, I think he was one of the main driving forces behind me getting into YouTube and actually filming videos. Him and Stampy and so many other people. And of course, for those of you who've watched me will know, I started this channel in 2017 because that channel got overrun with people from my school who bullied me, and there were also people who didn't, to be fair. There were also people who didn't, but it was becoming a problem that I couldn't, figure out. And see, in terms of the modern era, because I kind of do classify I think 2017 to now is when I actually started getting into a different side of YouTube, because before now, or before 2017, I didn't really think about I just thought I'd get famous right off the bat. I didn't think about getting things to help me and doing all of that, because why would I? I was 12 and I didn't have much of any brain cells at that point, and I had middle school and all of that stuff. I made a lot of mistakes. And I think part of the reason I decided to go a different direction with YouTube was because when I was in middle school, there was a person who I absolutely admired. Um, his name was Joel Hendricks, and his name is still Joel Hendricks, and he at one point went to school with me, and he um did cool videos, and he's, I mean, like, a fairly successful YouTube creator now. Not like super successful, but definitely really successful. Definitely more successful than I ever was or probably ever will be. And he inspired me to do some cool stuff. He inspired me to go a different direction with my YouTube. And I think part of the reason I think that's definitely part of the reason why I went the way I did with YouTube. And then about midway through 2017, I got into Nerf. Not professionally, of course, just casually. I bought a couple hammer shots, and I bought a sling fire, and those were my first like blasters, and it kind of snowballed, as you'll see whenever I clean up my area downstairs. I have so many blasters, and it all started with a little inspiration. And the first person I discovered was Drac and Coop. I discovered both of them, and I also discovered Wacom. Didn't discover Captain Xavier until a few years later, but I loved the Nerf community, even at that point only having like a couple blasters. I loved it, and I think that that's really where, I mean, I assume most of my subscribers that I have now are due to those few blasters and that little bit of inspiration from Joel. So Joel, if you're watching this, thank you very much for propelling me on the path that I am now, and I really thank you. And almost 7 years later, it's gonna be a few months until it will actually be 7 years, but it's almost 7 years later, from the time I'm recording this, and I went from, I think the first video I ever did on YouTube was me singing the Big Bang Theory theme song. So that was almost 7 years ago. So I've definitely changed, both physically and mentally, and I really enjoy creating content now. It's not so much about the subscribers, although, I mean, there's still a part of me who'd love to be like a famous YouTuber. That's not the reason I make my videos. The reason I make my videos is honestly just because I enjoy filming. I enjoy making videos. If I get one positive comment on a video, or one like, or someone subscribes to me because of that video, if it makes anyone happy in any regard, I consider that a successful video, because it's fun, and that's what I like about YouTube. Now, Do I try and like make some popular content? Yes. And one of the reasons I don't script my videos, which this video is not scripted, is because I don't like that. I don't want to seem fake. I don't want to seem, just following a script, because I enjoy the other side of YouTube. And I think that that's where me and a lot of other content creators don't mix, is because I love doing YouTube. I just don't like things that are scripted, unless they're like short films, in which case, absolutely, I would love to do more short films. But I love, you know, I love this community, and I love the Nerf community. I love the YouTube community, and I'm aware that some people don't like my stuff, and I'm aware that some people have never liked my stuff on YouTube. And I understand that. I mean, I'll be the first to admit I've never been the best YouTuber, and I'm never going to be. I don't want to be either, because there are people who are better at YouTube than me. And to them I say, good job, because not everyone can be a successful YouTuber. And so I really appreciate the people who were that and motivated me, whether directly or indirectly, to do my YouTube stuff, because I really enjoy YouTube. It's a hobby. I never thought I'd get this far, let alone, thousands of subscribers. It's not that I wouldn't say no to thousands of subscribers. I want to still maintain the kind of small creator thing where I can reply to every comment and check out every new subscriber's channel. And so I'm fine with being just a small-time YouTuber, just having YouTube as a hobby, because I don't get paid for any of this. All of the blasters that I bought for review were bought on my own with no money from YouTube. And so I think that that's a big thing. And I think that I moved about 2018. I moved, and it was a dramatic shift for me. And I think my YouTube stuff changed along with it. And so part of me definitely wants to go, okay, this is how things are now. But also, I moved again in 2019, and the summer of 2019, and I can't be happier where I am right now. Well, that's not true, but I love where I am right now in terms of my YouTube and in terms of what I do, because it's not like I want to do anything. I want to make new content. And also, I'm glancing down at my Apple Watch simply because I have the live feed from my camera on the Apple Watch because my phone's turned around. And so I'm just keeping an eye on it. But basically, that's kind of the point of this video, is just to say, I'm aware that I've come a long way. And I think my old channel getting deleted has kind of given me a new perspective, because I remember a lot of what drove me to become a YouTuber, and I remember how happy I was with those videos that I now consider to be stupid. And so going into my 7th year of making videos, I just think that this is something I really enjoy, and I know that I am not the best at it, and I've been making videos on this channel for 5 years. Um, and I'm aware that I'm not the best at it. But I do think that this will be a very fun channel going forward, and I really hope you guys stick around for that because I want to do so much else to make this channel so much better. And I have plans, and I'm not going to get into those right now, but I really want to make this channel a good channel. At this point in time, I couldn't care less about the subscriber count and all of that stuff. Now, if you guys want to subscribe, that's absolutely fantastic and greatly appreciated because you guys are amazing, especially the people who've been here since day one, but also even the people who, subscribed a few weeks ago or a few days ago, because I really enjoy this and I really enjoy doing what I'm doing. And I think that if it makes you guys, if it continues to be fun for me, and if it continues to make you guys happy, if I keep getting feedback and suggestions, I read every one of your comments, and I will do whatever I can to make better videos as time goes on. And I think that that's going to be a really fun time. So I understand that I don't make the best videos, but I will try my absolute best and continue to improve as time goes on because I really enjoy it. And I think that that's definitely the direction. I want to go into the direction of making better videos and sketches and vlogs and all that stuff because I really enjoy it. I really enjoy filming, and I enjoy doing Nerf, and I enjoy doing Lego and tech and all that stuff. And I think I'm proud of where I've come the past 7 years in YouTube specifically. And I think that the only people I have to thank for that are the people who subscribed to me on my old channel and the people who have subscribed to me on this channel. Because this channel's coming up on its 5th year of being active, and I think that that is really cool. So, yeah. With that being said, I just want to thank you guys very much for watching. I know this is a bit of a rambly video, but I wanted to thank you guys very much for watching this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I will see all of you guys later.